always quite tricky trying to establish a straight run down the runway from this view, but we'll see how we go. It's coming up at 80 knots. B1, rotate. The beautiful mountains of Albania off to the east of Tirana. Let's get that gear up. Make my mind up on the view that I'm using, just bear with me a minute. Autopilot's going in. Yeah, 2,500 feet per minute. Back on them flaps. Flaps 5, flaps up. Okay, so we're heading due south now. Should be turning left and then heading northeasterly. First waypoint at Tango India 503. And heading over the top of the mountains, quite mountainous inland in Albania. You can just see it on the map there with the lighter colour, that's the peaks of the mountains. So we're going to be brushing down the western side of the mountain range of Albania, but you can see how mountainous it is from the front view from the cockpit here right now. I think we're going to go up to around about 18,000 feet. It's not a long flight at all, as you can see on the map. There's Corfu, it's less than 200 nautical miles away. So, flaps are up, gears up. After takeoff checks completed, we'll go up to we'll take it up to 20. We'll take it to 20,000. Managed speed, and if we check on the PFD, the primary flight display, we are 5 nautical miles inbound Tango India 503, continuing on to 502, 501 and then making a right turn at Dras. Okay, all good. Let's see what lovely things there are to be seen outside the aircraft. Oh wow, it's going to be a nice sunset on the arrival for Corfu, definitely. Just love the reflection maps on these models, the way that it reflects the sun on the aircraft fuselage. You can see how mountainous it is as you come inland in Albania. Very beautiful landscape. And also from my own experience, although I've never personally been to Albania, I've been to Corfu many times, and they call it the Garden of Greece due to how lush and green it is. It's probably one of the northernmost points of Greece, and Albania is very much the same. Lush terrain, very nice, very green, gets lots of rain in the winter, but rather than being barren and desert-like like a lot of the Dodecanese islands are and the southern Greek islands, they're just barren, just deserts, sand, not much grows there because of the heat. But that's why I like northern Greece, Kefalonia, Zante, Corfu, the mainland, and of course one day Albania when I get to go there properly. But because they're so close to each other, I think it's 1.5 miles is the distance between Cassiope on the northeastern coast of Corfu across to Albania. Very close indeed. You can do it in the ferry in about 20 minutes, half an hour I believe. Although never done it, it's on the to-do list. I'll just check on progress, see where we are. 17,000 for 20,000 feet with our right turn commencing now at Didas. So this will route us to the west of the Albanian mountains through the heart of the country, and then will bring us out over the Adriatic Sea just to the northeast of Corfu. Then we'll track down the western side of Corfu past Paleokastrica, down past Kaiser's Throne, into the south, and then banking left with a northerly arrival into runway 34 on a Arnhem approach today. Slightly off to the left of our track right now, if you check the PFD, but we're coming back onto the planned route. We're at our cruising altitude now. (120 nautical miles to Bedex, so there's time to just kick back, relax, enjoy the scenery. If we just zoom out a little bit, in fact, well, no, we'll get the route map up. What a view! What a view, with the sun setting in the west. Just wondering where them wing views have gone. Ah, there, 4, 3 and 4, right, got it. Apologies, just figuring out the keyboard bindings. Right, route map. So you can see now we've just left Tirana, which is here. And then we tracked northeast, Tango India 503, 502, 501 to Odras, and then made a right turn heading south. That's our track at the moment. We're going to be passing Lukova Airport in around about 5 minutes time down to our right hand side, and then, as I said, down past the mountain range of Albania, which is off to our left hand side, and the ocean across to the right. We've got some traffic ahead of us, but that's fine, we'll be clear of that. And then we come out over the Adriatic Sea to the north of Corfu. So there's Corfu Island. Our next waypoint here is Bedex, the southwest of Corfu, out over the ocean, and then we'll be making a easterly turn and then picking up the radar points to bring us in for hopefully a nice and smooth landing at Ionis Kapodistrias, which is the full Greek name for the island of Corfu, or Kekera as the Greeks like to call it. The elevation is 11 feet above sea level, so it's basically at sea level, so there's no issues there at all. There's some high ground as you come over the top of the north of Corfu, so we'll maintain about 4,000 feet on the descent until we get out over the ocean, and we can bring it down to 2,000 before we do our easterly turn for the approach and landing into runway 34 on an RNAV approach. All good, so that's the route checked out. Just thought I'd enlarge the big map there for you so you can see exactly where we're going, what we're doing, and everything else. So let's have a look out the window. There's a bit of time to kill till we get to Bedex, obviously. In fact, there's quite a bit of time to kill because there's our aircraft 200 nautical miles away from Corfu. So we have got a while to go, so we can just sit back and enjoy the scenery. The ocean out off to our right hand side. The mountains of Albania, central Albania, off to the left hand side. So I'm just going to step away from the mic for 2 minutes, relieve myself as you can do at once in a blue moon, being a gentleman, and it's late in the evening on a Sunday. I'll be back in 5 minutes, bear with me, and enjoy the view. Back on the flight deck. It's the microphone headset thing here, just trying to position it properly so my mic is close enough to my mouth so it doesn't distort, so fingers crossed that's coming through fine. Thumbnail saved. 74 nautical miles inbound to BedX now. Heading of 184 degrees. We've got a slight crosswind coming west to east, 270 degrees, 04 knots, so hardly any wind at all. It's not affecting us in any way. Ground speed 427 miles an hour. I always love the descent into Corfu, especially as a passenger. If you're lucky enough to get on the left hand side of, or the right hand side, to be honest with you, either way is very beautiful. But especially with this approach, you really do get to see the geography and you know, the high ground and the lovely mountainous regions with the little whitewashed villages dotted around on the lush green hillsides. It really is a sight to be seen if you've never been to the island of Corfu. But the approach into Capodistrias itself is wonderful, and if you sat on the right hand side of the aircraft, you come in very, very close and you fly over the top of Mouse Island. It's an absolutely stunning approach, very tricky, one of the world's most dangerous airports to land into, as you're just surrounded by water, but it is absolutely beautiful. In the sim I've actually paid extra money for very detailed scenery of Corfu, which you'll be able to see on our arrival into Corfu, and you'll be able to see the quality and how realistic it actually looks in the sim. Oh, the clouds are starting to go golden now if you look beneath us. See off to the right hand side there. Just tilt the camera slightly if it'll allow me to. Yep. A beautiful reflection on the sea there from the sun. Mountains in the foreground. We'll be clearing them very shortly as we head out over to the Adriatic Sea. Very lovely colours right now, and as that sun comes even lower towards the edge of the horizon, it's going to get some lovely pinks and oranges, bright yellows. It's going to be timed to perfection, this arrival. I think the sun will have gone down by the time we touch down in Corfu, but only just. I think as we make the approach south, then east, and then turn north for the RNAV 34, we're going to get some fantastic views over the mountains with the sun setting in the distance. And there we go, out over the Adriatic Sea. That's Corfu directly ahead of us now, you'll be able to see. So it's time to start configuring the aircraft. We need to start descending pretty rapidly, to be honest with you. Bear with me a minute, so let's just get this organised. So 20,000, we want to be coming down to 2,000 for the final approach. Get that engaged now. We want to be coming down at around about 2,000 feet per minute should do us. We can increase that if we need to. It also shows you on the PFD as well, on the route where you're assigned altitude. So at the minute we've selected 2,000. That will show up on the PFD. You get like a little line that intersects the track on the screen, and that shows you exactly where we're going to be getting to our assigned altitude. So if we just come down, you'll see the little marker there on the right hand side. So if you follow the aircraft straight ahead to bed X. So we're going to actually be at 2000 a bit too early there, so we'll pull that back a little bit. If we say 1500 feet per minute, you'll notice that marker here will start moving. And if we go to 1000 feet per minute on the descent, that will move considerably more and head closer to the airport, so that should give us a great descent profile into Capodistrias. Let's just make sure we are actually descending. It's shaving it off, 17,000. The island of Corfu ahead. So we're just heading over the top of Cassiope any minute now in the north of Corfu. Off to the right hand side we've got St George's Bay, or Agios Georgios. To the south of that on the east coast we've got the wonderful resort of Paleokastrica. Just to the south of that, Kaiser's Throne is a wonderful mountain, beautiful, with an incredible hotel at the top, with a 360-degree view of the entire island from there. That is definitely a go-to if you're ever going to Corfu. Kaiser's Throne it's called. Right, let's see where we're at. Okay, so there's Albania off on the left hand side. Corfu is coming into view now just below the left hand wing. There's the northern coast, the northwesterly coast of Corfu. I think we'll come down a little bit faster than that, to be honest with you. Let's get a bit closer to the terrain so we can see what's going on. Yeah, 2000 feet per minute. Might as well get down there. Look at that sunset coming in there now. Beautiful. Wow. We'll have to screenshot that. I think that's the thumbnail for the YouTube channel. Oh yeah. So Agios Georgios just off to the right hand side. It's coming up, it's like a circular bay. You can see just past the clouds there, which we're about to come past in a moment. We'll do a little zoom in for you so you can see the beach. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is Agios Georgios. And just around here in the mountains is a beautiful village called Pagi, spelled P-A-G-I, and they actually filmed For Your Eyes Only James Bond on Corfu, and the famous car chase where there's a chicane and the bus gets trapped. It's actually supposed to be in Spain. It's Seville, I think, but they actually recorded and filmed that segment in that little village called Pagi just above Agios Georgios. And the beautiful resort of Paleokastrica. Beneath us there's the harbour. Very nice indeed. Such a beautiful place. I've got so many friends and great memories made there. If you ever get the opportunity to go to Corfu, make sure you go to Paleokastrica and stay there, and then use that as your base to discover the island. Paradise Beach, just in front of the engine. You can hire private boats from Paleokastrica and come all the way along this coastline here. There's some wonderful beaches you can only access by boat. There's Corfu town off in the distance. There's Corfu town here, the old town. Let's see how we're doing on the approach. Heading out over the sea now, 11,000 feet. I think we'll increase our descent rate to 2,500 feet per minute. That should get us down a bit faster because we're a little bit high right now, 2,600 feet per minute. Wonderful colours, absolutely wonderful. There's the southern part of Corfu now. Really do need to be coming down a lot quicker than this. 9,000 feet. Let's bring that descent rate down to 3,500 feet per minute. There. We're actually not too far away at all now from the airport. A slight left hand turn, probably on the ground within 10 minutes. Appreciate the beautiful golden skies that we're flying through here right now. Stunning. And there's our left hand turn with the sunset off in the distance. Stunning. And I was pretty much bang on the money that the sun will just be setting as we're touching down on the runway. There's the very southern part of Corfu now. Start configuring the aircraft for the final approach. (4,600 feet, descending to 2,000. Heading direct Kilo Romeo 601. and then to 600, and then following the numbers subsequently down until we are on the runway at 34 Capodistrias. We should just get the twinkling lights of the little towns and villages all popping up now as the sun is about to set on the horizon. A left-hand turn imminent. I think it's best if we get some flaps in now. So, flaps 5. Slow us down a little bit for the arrival. There's the airport, just off the left wing, you can see the lights flashing. Flaps 10. Flaps 15. Let's get the gear down. So there's the airport, the flashing lights ahead of us, the beautiful red-orange clouds reflecting on the ocean. I'm actually going to disengage the autopilot now and bring the flaps back down to full flaps. Visual approach instead of doing the approach. So autopilot's coming out. Also throttle disengaged. We are now hand flying the aircraft. This coastline and the lights just coming on now on the coastal towns. Beautiful island, it really is. Stop looking at the scenery and concentrate on the runway, I think. Probably a wise idea. Got the little yachts in the ocean there below us. Profile's looking nice. Okay, decision height, the decision is to land. There's Mouse Island.
500. 400.
Hotels on the hillside on the left hand side.
300. 200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard drive.
And Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to AIRBUS A320, Corfu. The current temperature is a wonderful 21 degrees, calm winds. And let's vacate on the first exit. Yeah, that should do us. A little bit fast, get them brakes on. Hey, there we go. And we'll go to gate 6A. And parking brake set. Welcome to Corfu. And you can see on the airport, which is pay scenery, Corfu Airport, AIRBUS A320. We are here. It's just a shame it's not in reality. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for joining me on this flight. It was a short one, but I hope you enjoyed it. This content will be going up on YouTube, so if you did miss the live stream, please be sure to check it out on Jetstream TV. If you just search on YouTube Jetstream TV channel, you will find it. Mainly flight simulator content, some Formula 1 stuff, but you will see this flight on YouTube, and you can spread the word, share it with your friends. And very importantly, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I always love reading your comments, and it costs you nothing to subscribe. It would really help out the channel. Thanks so much indeed for coming along, and I'll catch you on the next flight.